Hello friends. Are you ready to learn about STEM? Great. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. These are all really important subjects that you'll learn more about as you get older. But don't worry, I'll explain them to you in a way that's easy to understand. Let's start with science. Science is all about learning how things work. Scientists are like detectives who try to figure out how the world around us operates. They study animals, plants, the weather, and everything else you can imagine. They use experiments and observations to help them learn new things. Technology is all about using machines and computers to make our lives easier. Have you ever used a tablet or played a video game? Those are examples of technology. Engineers are the people who design and create these machines. They use math and science to make sure everything works properly. Speaking of math, it's all about numbers and figuring things out. You've probably already started learning about numbers in school, right? Math helps us count, add, subtract, multiply, and divide. It's also used to solve really complex problems. Engineering is all about designing and building things. Have you ever built a tower out of blocks or Legos? That's engineering. Engineers use their creativity and problem-solving skills to design all sorts of things like buildings, bridges, and even roller coasters. Now that you know what STEM stands for, let's dive a little deeper into each subject. Science is all about asking questions and finding answers. Scientists study everything from tiny bugs to huge planets in outer space. They use experiments and observations to help them learn more about the world. For example, a scientist might study how plants grow or why the sky is blue. They use special tools like microscopes and telescopes to see things that are too small or too far away for us to see with our eyes. Technology is all about using machines and computers to make our lives easier. There are all sorts of technology around us every day. Have you ever used a phone or watched a movie on a screen? Those are examples of technology. Engineers are the people who design and create these machines. They use math and science to make sure everything works properly. Math is all about numbers and figuring things out. You use math every day, even if you don't realize it. Have you ever counted how many apples you have or added up your allowance? That's math. Math is also used to solve really complex problems, like figuring out how to build a bridge that won't fall down. Engineers use math and science to make sure everything works properly and is safe for everyone to use. Science and technology often work together. For example, scientists might use a microscope to study tiny cells in our bodies. The microscope is a piece of technology that helps them see things that are too small for our eyes to see. Math and engineering also work together. Engineers use math to help them design and build things. They need to make sure everything is the right size and shape so that it will work properly. They also use math to figure out how much weight something can hold or how fast something can go. STEM is important because it helps us learn about the world around us and make our lives better. For example, scientists and engineers have helped us develop medicine to keep us healthy and create technology to keep us entertained. They've also designed buildings and bridges that keep us safe and make our lives easier. Without STEM, we wouldn't have all the amazing things we have today. Now, let's talk about some fun things you can do to learn more about STEM. Here are some ideas. Go on a nature walk and observe the plants and animals around you. Try to identify different types of birds or insects. Build a tower out of blocks or Legos. See how high you can make it before it falls over. Use a magnifying glass to look at things up close. You might be surprised by what you see. Play a math game with your friends or family. You could practice counting, adding, or subtracting. Experiment with different materials. See which materials float or sink in water, or which ones conduct electricity. Build a simple machine, like a lever or a pulley. You can use household items like pencils, rubber bands, and paper clips. Make a volcano out of baking soda and vinegar. Watch it erupt and learn about chemical reactions. Take apart an old electronic device, with adult supervision, of course, and see how it works. Plant a garden and watch the plants grow. Learn about photosynthesis and how plants make their own food. Use a telescope to look at the stars and planets. Learn about the different constellations and planets in our solar system. Remember, STEM is all about asking questions and exploring the world around you. Don't be afraid to try new things and make mistakes. That's how we learn. In conclusion, STEM is a really important part of our world. It helps us learn about the world around us, make our lives easier, and solve complex problems. Science, technology, engineering, and math are all important subjects that you learn more about as you get older. But for now, you can start exploring the world around you and having fun with STEM. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe buttons and the notification bell so you can join the Simplify squad.